hate me. I'm sorry. Hi y'all. So it has been a while. I was like literally trying so hard to figure out how to start this, but I'm like, I have no idea. I've been gone from YouTube for almost 4 months. I take that back. Almost 5. Because I filmed my last video uploaded my last video on January 6th. Oh, so much has happened, you guys. I had to write a stinking list on my phone of everything, and it's quite long. So I guess to start off, if it's really loud, sorry, it's into finals, so people are like, don't care.
I don't know what you mean by, I started my final semester. How about a web search for it?
Okay, well that happened. So I started my final semester of undergrad, and I can't even tell you guys how this is literally Mercury retrograde at its flipping finest. I tell you that right now. It is completely Mercury retrograde right now. Oh my gosh. My horoscope today told me just to go with the flow, so I'm trying really hard. Oh, sweet Jesus. So these last 4 months have been absolutely crazy. I cannot even tell you guys what the heck has been going on. I actually am going to, but I have gone through so much. It's been good and it's been bad and it's been great and it's been ugly, but I needed a break. So to start off, I started my final semester of undergrad, which, holy smokes, I thought I would never see the day where I could say those words in a sentence together, like in that order. School has never been easy for me. The fact that it took me 6 years to finish undergrad was kind of insane, but at the same time, if I hadn't had those 2 extra years, I definitely don't feel like I would have been I wouldn't have any idea of what the heck I want to do. And I've been kind of toying with a thought of going for my master's, which I hate school, like I just said. Like, I hate school, I hate learning, I hate tests, and I kind of like papers, but I like working with people. But the only reason is because this semester I was given a wonderful opportunity to teach, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with teaching, and not so much the grading part of it, because the way I set my class up was a little bit different. I was under a professor who I've talked about a ton, Dr. Gary Clark. I've talked about him so much, probably like to friends and family, not so much on here. You might have seen him a little bit in Vlogmas, but he asked me to be his student, an assistant again. I was in it last semester, but I was actually like in the class. And he asked me if I would come on with him and teach his marketing principles class. And I loved it. I loved working with people. I loved sharing my knowledge with them. And we set the class up a little differently, like I said. It's more of like a real world client. Like, we're given actual money and given an actual client, and we have to redo their marketing and give them an entirely new way of looking at their business. So I really loved it. And him and I actually had a really long talk last week. Or actually, it was just this Monday. Yeah, because this Monday was finals. We just had this really long talk about how he feels that I need to teach. Like, that's what I'm supposed to do. But at the same time, he knows that I don't like school, so maybe it's just later on in life. So I don't know. I definitely I've had many and long discussions with him about this, but we will see. But just this semester with that was like my main priority, was getting these kids through the semester. And like, the nice thing is that the marketing principles class is their first ever like big marketing class, and I got to be an influence on them, which I just thought was like so amazing. So oh my God, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So that took a lot of my time, teaching and then grading papers and emailing and meetings and class, and it's just, but I loved every single minute of it. So school got going, and I had a couple things come up. Like, I went to like Life in Color, and I got to see Steve Aoki, which was so amazing. Oh my god. I cannot even tell you guys how cool an experience Life in Color is. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I started dating a guy named Joshua. Sadly, Josh and I are no longer together. I actually filmed an update video around the middle of March, and at that point everything was really good with us, but like I said, I filmed that video and I just like wasn't happy. Like I watched it and I looked just so sad, and I don't like to film videos when I'm sad. You guys know this. It's probably a big reason, which I'll get into in a minute, of why I wasn't filming it all. So sadly, him and I are no longer together. We just had a lot going on. There was the thing of physical distance, and the fact that we were 2 hours away, and I mean, gas isn't cheap. Putting miles like that on a car is not a good idea. And then we just had like a lot of little differences. And like, I'll be the first to admit, like I brought a lot of I don't want to say like baggage, because I don't feel like I have baggage, but I just feel like I brought on a lot of things that I shouldn't have, and same with him. So I'm gonna like be honest with you guys, I really don't know what we are right now. I mean, we're obviously not dating, but I really don't know friends wise. I don't really know. It's been kind of a huge roller coaster, especially with some things coming up. So I just try and keep it all in perspective and keep myself happy first before anything, because I think I sacrificed that quite a bit in this relationship and with a couple of my past relationships, that I was putting their happiness before my own. And one of my biggest, this is kind of what like I was talking about with the baggage. I don't ever receive like the love that I give to others, because I am such like a loving person, and I want just like that person to feel so like they are like on top of the world, but I've never really received that back. So it's really hard on me. And we had a couple things like with social media, not like, this sounds really weird, but you guys know that like social media is like my job, like this is what I do, and he just like wasn't comfortable with it, and I don't know, kind of kept secretive. I'm not going to go into it because obviously he isn't here to defend himself, but I mean, if anything, like I told him from day one that just his happiness is what all I want, and if that doesn't include me, then it doesn't include me. And you know what? There are so many other flippin' fish in the sea. I'll find someone that'll put up with my ass. Are you kidding me? So when we started dating and whatever, and school was getting started and blah blah blah, and then beginning of February I got a really really horrible phone call on Monday, February 8th. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning, and or no, it was after that, because I just got back from class. I was laying down and my parents told me that we had to put our dog down. And I'm just so hard not to cry right now, because it's been like 3 months and I'm still like an absolute wreck about it sometimes. You guys know Decoy? You guys have seen Decoy so much. I post about her all the time on Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram, and then of course in Vlogmas you guys saw her, and she just started getting really really bad, and my parents just decided to make the executive decision that it was time to like take her into the vet and see if there was anything. She had really really bad arthritis in her back hips, which is very common with labs. Decoy was 15 years old. I mean, like, it's not like she was young or anything, and we had her on medication for a couple things, so it was just, it wasn't like it was like it was easier than anything because she was older, but the fact of that I lost like my best friend was miserable. So but yeah, she was 15, so it was a little hard. And then of course that day I had to go into work because my class was a 6 to 10 at night. And I like went in, I'm like bawling my eyes out, and my boss was like, "Are you okay?" Like, I was like, "I lost my dog." And I went then out into like our concourse area when we gave the kids a break, and there was all the paws puppies, and they were so cute, and there was just this little one. And if you guys know, like, the paws dogs are really not allowed to interact with people, so they actually, like, my boss was like, "She just lost her dog today," she's like, and like they all were like, "Oh my god, we can give them a break and she can play." So I was like the one special kid on campus, I feel like, that got to actually play with the dogs, because everyone was walking by and they were like so envious, and I was like but they were all so cute, and I just, oh my god, they were just so little, like the littlest black labs. Oh, they're so cute. So on top of like Decoy passing away and all this, you know, stress of starting school back up and like having the worst senioritis probably known to man, I started getting what is called seasonal depression. And my dad actually has it too, and he's passed that beautiful gene along to me. Thanks, Dad. It's just kind of one of those things, like the weather's nasty, there's no sun, you know, and I just kind of was down. Like there was like nothing made me happy. And so I actually started taking vitamin D pills, which if you were to have seen me from like the middle of February, you would not recognize the person like talking to you. I was just never happy. If I was happy, it would come in very small spurts, and I don't know, I just wasn't, like looked in the mirror, I was like never happy with the person that saw it. Usually what I would do before is I would just go to the tanner and like soak in some sun. I know it's not the healthiest way, but then I found out that my mom had some more basal cell cancer underneath her eye, and I was like, I just can't tan like that anymore. I'm probably at risk for it, but so I started taking the vitamin D pills essentially, and they've worked absolute wonders for me. If any of you guys do like wonder why like the wintertime comes around and you're just kind of sad, you probably have seasonal depression. And you know what? There is nothing at all wrong with it. It's so common. It's just your body's way of saying that you don't have enough sun, you're not outside, but who the heck would want to be outside in the cold? So take vitamin D pills. I got mine at like Walmart for like $5. Worth every penny. I take it one in the morning, one before we go to bed. They're a lifesaver. I love them. And if, you know, I guess I have to be careful because I can't like prescribe you guys anything, but it is an over-the-counter thing, so I don't see why. You just take one in the morning, one at night, and you're good to go. But if you, I would definitely like check with your doctor beforehand. I obviously like had my dad's doctor who would like tell me, so just disclaimer before I get in trouble or anything. One really positive thing though that happened was I found my love for blogging again, and I had this in the fall semester, and oh, I just loved blogging. I loved taking photos and getting dressed up and styling, and I just loved it. I like ate it up because I actually had this really long conversation with my friend Emily about how we just enjoy blogging more, because YouTube has gotten to such a point where it's like a competition of who can produce the best footage and whatnot, and Emily and I were like, well, we do not have crews to do this for us, so we just found our love for blogging and talking and being able to show the outfit. And it's a lot, I say this, it's a lot easier in the editing aspect. It's just as time consuming, but I don't have to worry about music, and I don't have to worry about doing cool effects. Like I can just, it's just easier for me, I guess I'm saying. And if you guys didn't know that, I'll have my link right here. You guys can totally go follow me. I love blogging. My mom is basically my photographer, and her and I talk almost on the daily about things that we are gonna shoot. Like I think we're doing like a Cinco de Mayo shoot and a Kentucky Derby, and we're just doing a bunch of stuff. So it's really, really great. I'm so excited, and it's been one of my absolute highlights. So, and also if you guys didn't know, if you follow me on Instagram, right here, I always am posting like links to my blog and like where you can shop directly through ShopStyle, and just definitely Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat are where y'all need to be following me at. That's for sure. So another great thing that did happen to me in the month of February is I got actually hired to be a social media and marketing director for a company called Fast Braces. And Fast Braces is an independent kind of franchise per dentist. And there was a local dentist here in Saginaw that needed some help. And it actually was a client of my boss's last semester. And I know his girlfriend really, really well. And so I just sent in my resume and I said, I hope I hear from you. And he hired me the first time that we met, and it was absolutely wonderful. The semester has been a little bit crazy. I've gone through like some personal things, and as you guys can already tell, so I haven't put like a ton, I've put effort into it, that's for sure. But now I think that spring semester is coming up because I do have to take 2 courses. I'll have a lot more time, and I just hope that we can I can really get this going to show like everything that I've learned these past 6 years. Like I hope I can put them to the test kind of thing. So I'm really excited. And if you guys want to go follow the Instagram and Twitter, it's at myfastbraces. So definitely go do that and say that you found me. So like speaking of working and blogging and whatnot, I am actually still partnered with ROCKSBOX, which has been really great, and I wanted to show you guys what I got because so many of you love these unboxings. I was so happy, and I know that a lot of people don't, like, they want to see the product and how it moves and blah blah blah. So let's just open this. I have actually opened this so I know what's in here, but I want to just do this for you guys. If you guys don't know, ROCKSBOX is $19 a month, and you get $150 plus worth of designer jewelry to rent for a month, which is really great for especially people like me, because I go through jewelry so quickly and I'm like, I don't want to spend a ton of money on designer jewelry when I don't know if I'm gonna ever wear it, kind of thing. So like these Kendra Scott earrings, these were my first purchase, and these are the Francies. I absolutely love them. They're like a peachy color. I love them. And you guys can get all this cool jewelry and designer, and it's great, wonderful quality. And then if you don't want to keep anything, you send it on back. So, and if you guys do want, ROCKSBOX is giving you guys a free month with the promo code AllieCruisanXOXO. I'll have that link down here as well as in the description box. Definitely go sign up. So this is what I got. I first got a Jordana bracelet, which I'm obsessed with. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So it has these Aztec-y prints on it, and it's a really bright shiny gold, and it's super comfortable. I have little baby wrists, so it's just really simple. That's what I like about it. That's the kind of jewelry I like. I like really simple jewelry. I did get these, which I already purchased because I'm so obsessed, and I got these Kendra Scott earrings, and these are the Elle earrings, which I think is so funny because Elle from Legally Blonde, and they're pink. Oh, how cute are these little nuggets? So as you can see, these ones are a little bit smaller than my Francies, and I also have I have another pair that are in bright turquoise, and they're so cool. But I just love these. As soon as I saw them in my box, I was like, oh, I bought them right away. So that's that. And then also got this really cool necklace, which is by Slate, and I showed this to my mom, and she really wants it, so I might get this for her and I to share. But how cool is this bad boy? It actually would really go really well with what I'm wearing. Isn't that cute though? And it's super lightweight. Love. So like I said, ROCKSBOX is only $19 a month, but you get over $150 worth of designer jewelry to rent, and then you get it at a discount price if you want to buy it. But ROCKSBOX is loving you guys so much that they want to give you your first month free. So you just use the code AllieCruisanXOXO and it's yours. And then if you want to cancel afterward, you can totally do that. But I definitely highly suggest, because I think I've been partnered, okay, so I got October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So I've been partnered with them for almost 7 months right now. I'm just thinking of when I do it in 3-month increments. It's easier that way. But out of the 5 boxes that I've gotten so far, they've all been amazing, and I've almost bought something from every box. And also just a really funny story for you guys. So I really want the Kendra Scott necklace that is in it's gold chain, and then it has an opal stone in it, and I want it so bad. And I was really excited because I actually got sent one last month, but it was in red, and I was kind of like, well, my school colors are red, but I just don't have a lot that's red, and I would prefer something that was a little bit more wearable with all colors. So I emailed them, and I'm like, is there any way that in my next box you can send me this specific one? And they actually ordered it for me so that I can purchase it when they send it next month. I was so excited. I was like, what flipping great customer service. And the way that they send you products is that you make this huge wish list, and then you just sign up. It's so easy, you guys. I'll have the link and everything that you need right down below. Make sure you go check it out. I love them so much. So now we're kind of aiming towards now instead of like the past. And like I said, quite a bit has changed. Friends wise, I pretty much have the same people around that I did. There's 2 individuals who I'm no longer friends with, which really, really sucks because one of them has been my best friend for the past 5 years, and then when my accident rolled around, I didn't really get anything, which was really, really devastating to me considering like how much this individual and I had been through. But, you know, I figure everything happens for a reason, and the future, there's so much ahead of me. Maybe something will happen, but to be honest, I'm not really holding my breath, which I know is kind of mean to say, but oh well. And then another individual and I, we just kind of had a falling out because of the significant other, and just kind of sucked. So I'm not trying to say if they're male or female and whatnot, but let's just say sometimes people suck, you guys, I'm just saying. But yeah, it's life. People come and go, you know. There's this quote, it was like, people are meant to come into your life for a short period of time or a long period of time, and you never know. And sometimes they leave a huge impact, sometimes they don't, and it's just the way of life. It's the cycle. I am still absolute best friends with Sarah, and Sarah will actually be here because it's Friday today, and I graduate next Friday. I'm so excited. So she's coming up Thursday, and then so her and I are still extremely, extremely close. I don't talk to her as much as I should, but I don't feel like talking to, you know, like, is a measurement of if you should be friends with someone or not. But and then Haley and I were just still besties. Her and I had, well, she was kind of one of my students this semester because I sat in on the 435 class so much, even though I was the teaching assistant for the 331 class, which they're both marketing classes taught by my professor. So her and I are so close. I actually am going to her pure romance party tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun. I love Haley. Haley's been my rock like this semester, that's for sure. And she also has been my photographer for a ton of my current blog posts that are up. So she's just been awesome. So Haley, if you're watching this, love you, boo thing. So like I said, I am graduating in 1 week. I graduate college in 1 week. Oh my god. Who would have thought? Seriously. Like, who would have thunk this was going to happen? I didn't ever think it would. So I graduate in a week, and I do have to take 2 spring classes, but it's nothing bad. I think I really am liking the fact that I have to take a spring class because it's not hit me about reality yet, and the fact of, like, I don't have to be a super, super adult yet. Like, I can just be a super adult right now. And I'm really glad because one of my classes, my roommate who lives downstairs, Samantha, is in it with me, as well as my friend Zach and my friend Mike. And there's just a bunch of us in there because it's like our capstone class. And then I have a stats class. So nothing bad at all. So hopefully, I hope that it just kind of flies by. Future plans wise, I don't really know. I mean, like, I want to do social media marketing no matter what, and I really don't care where I do it at, but I kind of want to move out of Saginaw. I've been here for the past 6 years, gonna be 7 soon, and I think I want to move like more to the Detroit area. I love the Detroit area, Royal Oak, Troy, Madison Heights. I love it all. Like, seriously, my sister lives in Madison Heights, and I love that area. I love also like the Canton, Plymouth area. I really love that because Canton is where I was born and raised, and not for like most of my life, for like 6 years, or 5 years. Yeah, we moved when I was 5. But I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. It's really scary because I do know that I do want to live by myself for a little bit. I am kind of over roommates. Like, I've just, in the aspect of I've lived with them for so long that I'm just kind of ready to go home to myself, you know? And I really want to get a dog. My parents are probably watching this right now going, no, never. But I don't know, I really want a dog or like a cat. So, but if you guys have preferences, and don't be biased either if you have a dog or a cat, like, tell me which is easier to take care of, which $5, all you guys are gonna say cats, but just tell me which one you think is better because I think I might get one. I don't know. I'm gonna adopt one, that's for sure. That is for sure. But other than that, you guys, I'm really sorry that I took such a long hiatus from this, but sometimes I needed to. This being my final semester, I needed to really focus on school, and these were my main classes, like, and I just hope that you guys like understand that sometimes this needs to be put on the back burner. If you guys do ever though like miss me, I mean I know I would. You guys can always follow me on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Twitter, follow my Facebook page. Like I'm always on there. Like there I never took a break from social media that way. So if you guys ever, and I know like a bunch of you do follow and I talk to you guys a bunch, but just if you ever do miss me, you can always follow me there. As far as a schedule that's gonna be going, I don't really know. Like I said, I talked to my friend Emily about like blogging versus vlogging essentially. And my heart is just in blogging right now. I love it. I love it. And YouTube just takes a little bit more time, and to be honest, I just haven't really got anywhere with it. And I don't know. I don't know. If you guys, I guess what my thing is, I need to know what you guys want to see. Like I need to know from you what you want to see content-wise from me. If you want to still see fashion, if you want to see makeup tutorials, like if you just want to hear me talk about my day, like if you want to see vlogs, like I know how much you guys love Vlogmas, but you guys just have to let me know so I'm producing things that you want to see and then I put my twist on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this extremely long chit chat video. I am so sorry again that I took such a long hiatus, but I was never really gone. I was just gone from here and this platform, but I was on all my other ones. And I just want to tell you guys how much I love you and how much I loved when I got tweets from you guys saying like, when's your next video, or we really miss you and stuff. Like it, seriously, you guys have no idea how much that meant to me because I missed you guys. So I love you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.